What is up, gamers? Enforcer 5150 here, and yes, we finally have an update to some of the bugs and crashes and everything else that we've been dealing with over the last week. Pretty much since release. We didn't have as many problems in beta as that I understand. I did look to see what kind of bugs we had, but there was not half as many problems because they didn't have all the features out there for us. Anyway, we do have a November 4th update, and we have some patch notes, and I'm just going to go through some of these so we can better understand where we're at here, and hopefully this fixes a lot of the crashes for you. I know there's a lot of comments that I did not get to, and I do apologize, but sometimes I can't get to them all. But anyway, let's go ahead and go through these. One of them is we've addressed a number of crashes affecting players across all platforms, including the bug that caused certain players partied up in-game to crash when matchmaking. Last night's update should provide additional stability in terms of crashing. We will continue to monitor live issue reports and provide resolutions as soon as we are able. Anyway, that is part of what we were having problems with when you were partied up. They said that they made quote improvements unquote to the game, and it definitely did not actually work, and a lot of you in my comments have expressed that definitely did not freaking work. But anyway, let's go on to the next part here. We have made general game improvements, including one fix for various camo not unlocking during progression, fix frame rate drop issues, address known freezing issues, and I get those all the time. Overall performance improvements, added fixes for stuttering and lag issues. And I actually, the stuttering and lag thing has been really annoying. Mostly it's been in Incursion. If you've been playing Incursion and you play it back to back, you'll notice that probably 50% of the time that you would end up with a really weird stutter. People are just kind of skipping around all the place, and I have some video that is just complete bad lag, and it was just rubber banding all over the place. Hopefully that's completely fixed. I'm going to check it out a little bit more this weekend, see if that's actually fixed, but I have high hopes, I guess. Anyway, PC related only, a recent NVIDIA hotfix addressed some critical issues. Please make sure you are running the game on drivers 526.61. So that is the driver that actually wasn't working, and we all assumed that it was pretty much NVIDIA's problem to fix. But apparently, Infinity Ward had something that they didn't do right. So NVIDIA, I guess, is in the clear on that one. And we can go ahead and update our drivers again. I'll be updating them on my laptops, because on those, I kept them at the earlier driver because they just kept on crashing when I had it on the newer one. We have another one here where the PC benchmark map has been updated with more accurate readings of the FPS display. I don't know what difference there is. I mean, I did my main benchmark, and it definitely seemed a little bit off, but I'm going to go ahead and run a little bit more on my gaming laptop to see if it matches up more with my Afterburner results, because it was a bit off from my Afterburner results. I wish they would put a top FPS in there, but they don't, so hopefully they added that. Now for weapons, we are actively collecting performance usage data and will provide detailed updates on weapon balancing with the launch of Season 1. Now, Season 1 is probably going to start right around the same time that Warzone 2.0 comes out. Hopefully they can fix it before then. I mean, yeah, it's only, 12 more days from the 4th, but I would like to have our weapons kind of detailed and complete, because the game should be complete as of a week ago. The next part we have is last week we disabled the attachment tuning feature due to an issue affecting players with 4 or more tuned attachments equipped at once. We re-enabled attachment tuning in last night's update, so players should not encounter further issues equipping attachments on weapons. Now, that is one thing that I finally got to be able to tune my weapon, and then all of a sudden it was just gone. and some of the problems happened with Raven 420. He got to there and it was just like, nope, I don't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. So it's good that we actually have that in there. I'd like to mess around with it a little bit more and see what we can actually do with this weapon tuning, get more stability or get more power out of our weapons. I don't know which one I'll go with. I'll probably try to get more power on some of them, and definitely want to try to limit my recoil and keep the most stability on most weapons that I'm doing in, say, multiplayer. Anyway, multiplayer, speaking of, enemy or live ping will remain disabled in multiplayer until a fix is implemented with the launch of Season 1. This is due to a bug where ping remained on some players after death. KBM players are currently still able to danger ping. So we were wondering about this and why the pings just wasn't working right. And I guess, they disabled it. I didn't mention it in any of my other videos yet. But yeah, we definitely needed to have that disabled, because if you would die, your ping would just keep on showing to people and they'd just be able to kill you every time because they know exactly where you were. Next, the player icon on the minimap will no longer disappear after a player is revived in certain modes. I didn't notice this at all. It's good to know that they have it fixed, and I am glad I was not victim to that part of it. Anyway, we have some updates to maps and playlists. We have added the Brenberg Hotel into third-party mosh pit. Now, I really don't use third person hardly at all. The only time I might do it is if I just want to chill out and probably go and do something couch style, put it on NVIDIA Shield and just play, but that's very rare. It's usually when my back is acting up and I just cannot actually get into my actual chair. I'd much rather use keyboard and mouse before I use my controller for a first person type game, and I'd rather play first person. Anyway, let's just go on to the next part here. We have a few additional things to the UI, and it says we continue to refine our UI and we'll have more details in Season 1 launch notes. That is kind of good. I want to see them completely rehaul the UI, because I think it's just awful. It looks like it's trying to be like Netflix or Hulu or something, and it just doesn't really work for a video game. And then in the next part here, it just has, in addition to changes that we have already made, we are also actively tracking live issues. Some of the known issues at present include, and these are ones that haven't been completely fixed yet, but it says we are aware of the following issues and fixes in the works. The Riot Shield, which provides invincibility, that's freaking awesome, against Copper Gunner and Voltal. The VTOL, basically, you're in it. If you're in that thing, you basically cannot kill somebody that has a shield on them, and that's just insane. If you're underground, you obviously can just throw a Molotov or something at them, and that will fix that. Anyway, the next part is the DDoS field upgrade availability bug. And then the bug affecting helicopter height, which allows them to leave the map in some instances. So those are some of the things that they're still going. And then there's the Trello board that you can check out to see what's actually being tracked. Hopefully you guys are able to actually get into the game and play it now after some of these bug fixes. Let me know in the comments below if you haven't. Anyway, it also puts down here that it mentions that the Season 1 will be on November 16th, so it is happening at the same time that Warzone 2.0 comes out. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's what I'm kind of waiting for, is to see what we're going to get in Warzone 2. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching this video today. Make sure to hit that like button, definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel. Y'all take care and happy gaming.